What's up, bros, bears, muscle mommies, and everything in between? As always, this is Patrick, and welcome to my week of powerlifting. So, training's been in a little bit of a rut right now. I tore my pec, a minor pec tear, at the American Pro when I failed my 644-pound bench. It's a minor pec tear because it's a fascia tear, so the tear is with the grains of the muscle rather than against the grains. Against the grains is usually when you see those pictures of like Scott Mendelson with an entire chest blown out, blood all over. But this was a minor pec tear. It's a fascia tear. It's not super bad, but the way that my new coach and I approached the rehab for that was not the best. So we basically just reduced the range of motion that we were operating with, electing to do close grip bench rather than regular grip bench. And once I started feeling a pinching feeling in my pec, we opted to go for board presses rather than full range of motion presses. And that led to more pinching. And every time that there's a pinch like that, it means that the tear is getting worse. So this week we elected to forego all sorts of bench press. Instead of doing 2 bench days a week, we are doing 0. And instead we replaced our bench days with a bicep day, which I didn't record, and a tricep day, which is going to end up at the end of this video. So deadlift day, we are working on 2 mat deadlifts. So deadlifts off of 2 mats, 1.5 inches. We worked up to 700 pounds, and we threw on the pound plates along with those kilo plates because why the fuck not? Basic boys will complain that there's pound plates mixed in with kilo plates, and that's exactly why I did it. So deadlift day went pretty well. Unfortunately, last week during my squat day, I squatted 810 for 2, a pause and a full regular rep. On the first rep, there was a popping sensation in my quad near my patella. And I figured, well, I locked it out, might as well do the second rep too. So I did the second rep, and I was like, okay, I didn't die, so it must not be that bad. My knee just hurts a lot. So I finished off the next 3 sets at 688, the drop down sets, and I said, YOLO. But that led to my hips getting absolutely creamed, worse than your mom on a weeknight. So our hips are fucked. After deadlifts, my entire left leg went numb because there's a pinched nerve in my hip from that single 810 squat snafu. So we're limping around. My boss at work making fun of me, saying that I need like a cane or a walker just to get inside, making fun of how slow I'm moving. You know, basic assholery. So deadlift day, we did 700 for 2 off the mats, and then we did drop down sets at 630. Basically the same thing that we did the past couple weeks, as well as just muscling through injury, which I would not suggest because I am in a lot of pain. It is taking over a week to recover from that, mostly due to the numbness going on in my leg. I can't feel the skin on top of my calf. It hurts to sleep. But my doctor of physical therapy, Dwayne Kyoto, is helping me work those kinks out, and my coach, JP Price, is giving me some extra exercises to help get blood flowing to the region, help recover, help strengthen the muscles in the region that are weak. So we moved on to, after deadlift day, we did a back day. Instead of squats, we did back. And this basically was structured. I had 2 ideas going in my head. I was thinking, what type of content can I make for Instagram? Because I can't do regular work, as well as my primary focus, which was what am I lacking on? What can I work on to help improve my big 3 lifts while being unable to actually perform these big 3 lifts? So I decided, you know what? Fuck it. Let's just pinpoint our weaknesses. And one of my weaknesses on deadlifts is the back rounding. And I've noticed a trend going on that the heavier someone deadlifts, the bigger and better their barbell row, Pendlay row is. So I elected to do the Pendlay row, do a set of 8 with 405, just to build up those muscles. It's a mechanically similar movement to pulling out the slack in the bar. So I was like, might as well just do it, YOLO. So we went from that into an AMRAP of just regular barbell rows, keeping that time under tension as long as possible. I saw Andrew House do a 450, I think it was 450 pounds, just 450 pounds, so 1x20 regular barbell row. And I was like, well, shit, I need to be working on this if I want to ever deadlift 900 pounds. So I went into that, and then I just basically was like, what angles can I hit my back with? And basically I mentally came all over that workout on, well, this is a back exercise. I saw Lean Beef Patty do a couple back accessories. She did a pull day, and then all the comments were like, hey, can I pull you? And I was like, this is the structure that I'm gonna do this, because trying to grow the community, try and give back to the community once I start to monetize a little bit, but I'm not there yet. So we have to provide positive content for everyone so that everyone can learn, everyone can grow, and then we party. So, and then I went into a tricep day. On the first day of the week that I didn't record, I did a bicep day where I giant setted everything. I did a bicep, tricep, and shoulder exercise for every single lift. So in a similar route, we were like, I thought, you know what, let's get as much blood flowing into the triceps as possible, get as big of a tricep pump as possible. Basically, trying to hit all 3 heads of the tricep by doing the AMRAP band pull downs, and then into the reverse rows, and then getting overhead, and then pull kickback, hitting the different heads of the tricep. I don't know the scientific names of these heads. I'm a fucking meathead, but who cares? Trying to get big, trying to get swole, just move strongly in all the different fucking directions. I forewent showing you all the attempts I did at getting thumbnails, because apparently there's a science into getting great fucking thumbnails, and I had no idea about it since I think and operate like a computer. So I didn't include those because, I mean, if you guys want to see the product of those labors, just go to my Instagram and you'll see me wearing a Hawaiian t-shirt doing triceps. And obviously I wasn't wearing a Hawaiian shirt. It was Floral Friday. I like to dress up on Fridays, but in the gym we take it seriously. Throw on the Move Weight shirt, working with them to produce a samurai penguin line of t-shirts coming out, and hopefully grow that a little bit, spread the love, spread the Patrick. So yeah, basically this week was a shit show since I can't squat or bench, and after deadlifts, I doubt that I can deadlift next week either. So instead of doing powerlifting, I guess we're doing the pussy bitch shit, the bodybuilding shit. Which, I mean, if we're being honest, we're getting back to our roots with this, building a strong base, build up the triceps as big as possible, build the biceps to be as big as possible, and I mean, back is important too. I never really trained back until I started powerlifting, and now that I powerlift, I train back every single fucking day. It's honestly the most important muscle group for a powerlifter. You use back on squats to stabilize, you use back on bench to stabilize, you use back on deadlifts to lock out, and my tendency to not have trained back before powerlifting is biting me in the ass right now. Basically showing that I don't really have that strong of a back where it needs to be for deadlifts. So these next couple weeks while I recover, while I do the BPC to fully entertain my central nervous system for recovery with hydration and bullshit, Yeah, hopefully we'll be able to recover within the next 2 to 3 weeks with our superpowers, and we'll be back on track to prepare for the Pioneer Open, USPA Pioneer Open out in South Padre, Texas in April 2023. Is it already 2023? I don't know. Well, check back in next week for the next Power Patrick thing.